Hello, beer troopers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppers. Today, checking out some more beer that we got from Joe, aka Joe's Arcade, over in California. Joe was kind enough to send some beers over, and unfortunately, they're not as fresh as could be because of some shipping problems, but they're hopefully still going to be good. So far, the Cellarmaker stuff I've tried was great, so I'm hoping this will be too. So this is from Liquid Gravity in Slowtown, aka San Luis Obispo. And we got their IPA, West Coast IPA, and their Diggity, which is 100% Mosaic Double Dry Hop West Coast IPA to try. So Joe sent these. I think he tried Liquid Gravity's collab series or something like that. I think that was what he tried. I think it was something like that. Yeah. But yeah, so he sent these along with some, well, a very nice mixed pack of beers. Most of it being West Coast IPA, which is awesome. I love West Coast IPAs. And it's really fun that he sent Liquid Gravity because I have family in San Luis Obispo. I've been to San Luis Obispo like three times. I think something like that. And it's a fantastic city. Great, smaller kind of college town. Very cool vibe, chill, relaxed, very close to Paso Robles where Firestone is located. And, you know, it's just the temperature and climate there is just really nice. And it's like in between LA and LA, right? Yeah, LA and San Francisco. So it's not really crazy hot and it's also not like crazy cold. It's kind of like in between. But fantastic city. If you've never been, I recommend checking San Luis Obispo out. Because it's a nice place. So it's going to be real fun to try some beer from there. Because they have a couple breweries. I reviewed there's another small brewery around there. I can't remember the name. I reviewed a while back. I can envision the labels. I got them from like a European web shop. But yeah, this will be fun to try. So I think we're going to start off with the West Coast IPA. Because they say it's going to be a bit more of a classic West Coast IPA. I don't know the exact age in these. But I'm guessing it's going to be around 6-7 weeks. No, 7. Because that's around the time he sent this. Like most of the cans he sent Joe when he sent the package were like 2 days old or something like that. And then I got them 7 weeks later. But that's how it goes. So this here is their IPA, their West Coast IPA, 7%, mainly hopped with Mosaic, but also some Centennial hops. And it says a heavy dose. And they say to expect a bouquet of citrus and tropical fruit from a heavy dose of, those hops. Crisp finish. We'll see what we think. 7%. That seems to be often the average for classic West Coast IPAs. So pours a lightly hazy color. But back in the day, not all West Coast IPAs were crystal clear. But yeah, it's not like full on New England haze. It's just got like a light haziness to it. And especially when you use a lot of hops, if you do like double dry hopping or whatever, stuff like this, can still happen. Beer can be hazy. But otherwise, golden yellow doesn't look like it has a crazy malt backbone and a nice white head. And I can smell them from here. They pop much more out of the glass than the Cellarmaker beers, actually. But yeah, let's check out the aroma on their IPA first. Oh yeah, really dank. Oh, it has loads of Mosaic blueberry notes. Man, that's going to be even more nuts then. But also classic like earthiness and pine. But it's really bright. It's like a really bright West Coast IPA. Really limey and lemony too to me. Man, Joe, these have held up so well. I'm so glad. I know they would be probably better, but they're still doing quite well. All of them so far. I'm quite happy with that. But yeah, really nice, like dank pineapple kush type of aroma. Blueberries. And there's like pineapple-y, like tart tropical fruit vibes. And that's really lemon and limey too. Slightly grapefruity, but it's nothing crazy. It could be from Columbus. And slightly chivy or oniony. It could also be Columbus. And yeah, super light malt backbone. This smells really freaking good. Well, let's check out some Liquid Gravity for the first time. Cheers and thanks a ton to Joe for the beers. I regret I gave the grade I just gave to a classic West Coast IPA after having a sip of this. That is really good. That was too high for that one then. Wow. Man, that is the perfect marriage between modern hop flavor and classic West Coast IPA. This, man, if I got this when it was 2 weeks old, this would have been the shizzle. Man, that was the age I should have got it in. Damn, that's good. Wow, it really reminds me of something similar to Afterglow by Great Notion, which I really love, but just a bit more old school because it has like a bit of that earthy, resiny garlic touch, which I think is from Columbus. Like undertones of grapefruit too and grapefruit pith, but has big bright mosaic character from like huge blueberry passion fruit kind of flavors, which is really nice. And then the dankness isn't crazy on the flavor; it's more on the aroma. But man, that is really good IPA. Okay, next time I'm in San Luis Obispo, I know where to go. Man, that's good. Really nice crackery malt flavor on there. It's light. There's not like a crystal malt flavor or anything. A nice bitterness. It's dry. It's really snappy and really dry, which I love. That like the other one was a bit sweet, the one from Denver, but this has more like a big snap and dryness. This really reminds me of kind of like the San Diego style West Coast IPA. Like I remember in California, people even like categorized like San Diegan West Coast IPA and then the rest of the West Coast. Whereas they often said the San Diego ones were more fruity and hop forward. And, it just reminds me of that because it's kind of like that. It's a bit old school, but it's also a bit new school. And then I love the snap. This is like the snap I want in a West Coast IPA. Man, drinking West Coast IPAs from the West Coast is so awesome because it's so much more well done than so much of the stuff being made in Europe right now. There's so many brewers now trying, and they're doing some great stuff. I mean, some of them have been really good, but man, this is exactly how you do these kind of beers. I just want everything to pop a little bit more. That's all. And I know it would have when it was dead fresh. Man, I that is really good. It kind of sucks right now that it's 7 weeks. It's this good, and then you just know how crazy good it would have been if it was fresher. But yeah, that's really good. So final words, famous last words. So we're gonna jump onto the 100% Mosaic one here. The Diggity 100% Mosaic Double Dry West Coast IPA, 7%. Why not do West Coast IPA like this too? Double dry hop, triple dry hop, whatever. That's still gonna be nice. You're gonna get quite a different hop flavor, of course, but I love that brewers are doing this too now. I mean, hopefully some of these guys, Liquid Gravity and Cellar Maker's been at it for a while, but with newer people doing it, Slice and all this, maybe we'll start to see a renaissance of the West Coast IPA. I would love that. I know it's going to be hard to catch on, but I think we're quite enough of a big group of old school beer drinkers who would love to see that so that we could make it happen. That would be amazing. But yeah, let's try and jump on to this one then. And we're going to do the switcheroo because, again, I'm right-handed. It's so much more easier when we're sitting Brett and I because then you have the glasses like right next to each other. And you have a bit more elbow room, but it doesn't matter. We make it work. So this one looks exactly what you want in a West Coast IPA. It's pin bright. It's super pale, golden yellow. It looks really nice. Man, double dry hop with Mosaic. Man, I've heard some people they say like Mosaic it can be not it's like a bit oniony and it's maybe too garlicky and earthy. Like when Mosaic is done right, it's a bit of that which is awesome, but it's loads of blueberry and like passion fruit pineapple kind of things. I love Mosaic. It's a great hop. Man, I'm really stoked with this one. I have a feeling that this is going to be popping. We'll see. Let's check out the aroma. Oh yeah, loads of blueberry, but it's much more new school West Coast than this one. This is kind of like new school, old school mix. This is really new school. Man, these must have been crazy when they were dead fresh. Liquid Gravity smells like something to keep an eye out for when it comes to at least West Coast beer. There's some lemon limey notes this one too, but like big blueberry, and there's definitely also some pineapple. But yeah, it lacks like a slight layer of depth to the flavor, and I think you got that from the more robust flavor of Columbus in this, to be honest. This is a bit more that kind of new school West Coast slightly dainty thing. Like I like that, but I think maybe I almost like the pairing of new and old school West Coast most, where you have some of the old school hops but lots of the new school, so you have like an underlying complexity of like resin and garlic and earthiness and all that, but just a little bit boosted, and then like tons of bright character, just fruitiness. Yeah, it has like slight kind of herbal vibes too. But man, these guys seem to really nail West Coast IPAs. And there's like a lemongrassy thing. I've been getting a lot of that and Thai basil. I've been getting a lot of West Coast IPAs lately, or just a few IPAs with like especially bright hops. That smells really good. That smells really good too. Mosaic Bomb almost like reminds me of the West Coast or just imperialized Lizard King or something. I think Lizard King is like 4.5. It smells really good though. Let's give it a taste, guys. Cheers, and again, thanks to Joe. Dude, wow. What? That's 7 weeks old. That is a Mosaic bomb. I almost feel like Mosaic works better in a beer like this than in a New England IPA. It really showcases all the facets of the hop. Wow. That is so hop saturated. This is what I want, I want people to do more stuff like this. West Coast IPAs are like crazy double dry hop, whatever. Like, I know a lot of people skimp or they go a bit more soft on the dry hopping one on West Coast IPAs as far as, I've seen in percentages of hops and whatever. Why not just go all the way like in, New England and then just be a bit more scarce and with like kettle hops and okay, maybe use a lot for Whirlpool, but just be a bit more scarce with them and then go nuts in the kettle. And then if you want that popping bitterness, use hop extract because it's cheaper. This is really good. Oh, I'm Joe. I'm so glad these have held up. Man, this is such an it's supercharged Lizard King or something like that, but it's not really Lizard King because it's that has a bit more malt as far as I remember. So much Mosaic blueberry and dankness, like really blueberry. Like this is one of the most blueberry forward Mosaic beers I've had in a long time. I will say like this has more depth, but this is like crazy bright. Fuck, these guys are okay. Liquid Gravity is something to keep your eyes out for if you like West Coast IPA at least. Mm. Super light crackery malt. And this is like big time, like blueberry, passion fruit mosaic. There's also oniony dankness, big time dankness too. But yeah, some oniony vibes, garlicky vibes, slightly earthy, but maybe more onion garlic. But it's very light on this. It's definitely more new school, and then there it's just great combo of old and new. But I think I'm enjoying the Diggity pretty much as much as I enjoyed the Powerful Herbs from Slice. Like, one of the best Mosaic beers I've had in a long time, especially West Coast beers. I think Mosaic really, really suits West Coast IPA. Really does. Especially, even both new and old school, because, this is kind of, I guess I said a hybrid, but this is definitely more new school Mosaic, or Mosaic West Coast. It is bitter, and it does snap. It's not crazy bitter. This is definitely, I feel like this has more bitterness. I don't know if that's the case, but that's what I feel like right now. But man, I love the character on this. This would have been crazy fresh. I think I'm gonna go in like 93, 94, around the same grade as Powerful Herbs. Like, I don't know if I like that one more or what, but it's around that territory. This is really, really good West Coast IPA. And for their year-round release here, or I don't know if this is a year-round release, but this is their West Coast IPA. This is called IPA. Oh, that's really good too. I have a feeling I would grade these like world class if I had them fresher. They just taste like they could have been world class. I love how bright they are too. I love the bitterness. I don't know. It's really hard. Which one do I prefer? I know I already kind of said this, but this is definitely more. It's got more hop flavor and oomph, if you can say it like that. But this just has a little bit more complex. Let's say 93, 94 for both. Maybe a 94 for this and 93 for this. Like, just having the, we switches around, but having the Diggity win just by a grade or so. Just because it's so popping on hop flavor. Man, these would have been crazy fresh. But so far, all of these have held up really well. So I'm thinking, when we get to crack, probably tomorrow, when we get to crack Dank Williams, it's probably going to be just as good as these. So but still probably better. But that's how it is. But man, Joe, I'm so happy all of these held up. Let's just switch them back to where they came from. Very happy so far that these held up. These are great West Coast IPAs. Man, Liquid Gravity, damn good stuff. Damn good stuff. Thanks for introducing me to this brewery, man. And yeah, if you guys had a chance to try either of these, let me know what you saw them. Again, slightly long review. I've been rambling. It's late. It's been a late day at work, but I have to get to work late tomorrow, so we're good. Why am I even telling you guys this? I don't know. Maybe because I'm tired and tipsy after drinking IPAs. But if you guys had a chance to try either Diggity or from Liquid Gravity or their IPA, West Coast IPA, let me know if you saw them. These are really, really good. Man, okay, this seems like a brewery to keep an eye out for. So please do. And yeah, if you had either of these, let me know what you thought of them. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And cheers to Joe for the beers. And I will say cheers, and see you guys in another beer review.